name's Oliver White. I'm from the JRebel Labs division of Zero Turnaround, which does research and content and all sorts of technical reports. Today I want to give you 5 minutes about how DevOps beats traditional IT ops every time, which is something you know, but we actually did a survey with 600 responses and we put some numbers to it. So why do we want DevOps? Traditionally siloed team structures don't scale. We've got opposing philosophies between devs who want stability versus, devs who want change versus ops who want stability. And of course we continuously evolve our needs based on technologies and things like that. We asked about how people spend their typical work week, and there was a couple outliers that I wanted to focus on today. One of them is about infrastructure improvements, another about support, and another about firefighting. So the first one we're going to look at is infrastructure improvements. What do we mean here? Testing processes and recovery plans and making sure it all works. From here, on a weekly basis, DevOps spends 33% more time improving infrastructure against failures than traditional IT ops, 4.8 hours versus 3.6. The next, support cases. Handling support cases for ops infrastructure when something goes wrong. We saw that traditional IT ops require nearly 60% more time per week to handling support cases, 3.8 hours versus 2.4. The next one, firefighting. Urgent fixes, drop everything, holy shit, call everybody. DevOps spends about 21% less time putting out fires on a weekly basis. 4.8 versus 3.8 hours. So DevOps wins, right? 21% less time putting out fires, 37% less time handling support cases, and the interesting thing is that they get to spend, with that time savings, they get to spend more time doing positive things like improving infrastructure, education, and training. Well, what about failures and recoveries? According to our results, we saw that the average team has 2 app failures per month, and that the recovery time is greater than 30 minutes for over half of the 600 respondents that we had. Let's just quickly look at this. One major outlier I'd like to point out here. With traditional IT ops, 40% of respondents require over 60 minutes. We didn't actually ask if that's 90 minutes or 1,000 minutes, but it's over 60. Recovery times. So traditional IT ops teams are almost 2 times more likely to require more than 60 minutes than DevOps-oriented teams. And recoveries in less than 30 minutes are 33% more likely with DevOps teams. Okay, so they recover faster, right? But what about releasing software? Is DevOps that much better? That's the longest 15 seconds ever, my God. All right, boom! This was one of the best results that we saw. DevOps teams can release apps in less than half the time than traditional IT ops teams. We saw 36 minutes compared to 85 minutes. For you people in here, is around 30 minutes for releasing an app somewhat accurate? That was a question. Yeah, that guy in the back. Awesome. So here's a quick summary. DevOps gets to spend more time on improving things and less time fixing things. They recover from failures faster, and the last thing was on there too. What about the tools they're using? Here's the top-ranked tools and technologies that we saw from the survey. Shell script, Selenium, VI, and Vim, Nagios, Puppet, Python, and Chef were in the top of the tools of choice from all respondents. Okay, here's another question. What kind of infrastructure do you use? Good old physical servers? Yeah, right. Internal virtualization? What about SaaS all the way? Yeah, okay, like 6 of you. Cool. Popular infrastructure configuration tools. I don't think there's anything groundbreaking here, but we see that Puppet and Chef were the top 2, followed far number 3 by good old Bash. And CF Engine, which we talked to one of the guys there and he led us to believe that that was a bad number. Anyway, popular test automation tools, Selenium clearly takes the win there. We use Selenium at Zero Turnaround to test our online processes, downloads and sales and things like that. JUnit and custom processes follow up there. Popular monitoring tools, again, Nagios, the big winner, followed by custom tools, and then New Relic. The interesting thing here is that we see a lot of little niche players that appear to have a really dedicated audience, which is cool. So DevOps clearly wins, but it still isn't perfect. Boo, yeah, right? Most app failures still occur due to software quality or lack of automation. Most teams have less than 10% of their infrastructure configured with code. They have less than 10% of their testing automated. I've got this report available for all of you. Come check us out at the booth. I'll take down your email and email it to you later today. Thanks very much.